Most people spend their lives chasing money. But what if I told you, money should be chasing you? Welcome to Mayur Maruthi, where every story shifts your mindset into gear, motivation, movement.
This is the story of Vidura, a boy who grew up hearing two very different voices about life and money. His own father, whom he loved dearly, was a highly educated man. He had degrees, respect, and a stable government job. This father believed in security, in playing safe, and in the promise that education alone would build a good future. Vidura called him Poor Dad, not out of disrespect, but because his teachings always led towards safety, not wealth. But Vidura had another father figure too, the father of his best friend. This man didn't have much formal education, yet he owned businesses, shops, and investments that quietly multiplied his income. Vidura called him Rich Dad, because though he lacked fancy degrees, he had wisdom about money and life that schools never taught. Every day, Vidura found himself caught between these two voices. Poor Dad would say, "Study hard, Vidura. Get good grades. Find a safe job. That is the path to success." But Rich Dad would shake his head and laugh. "Don't just study to work for money. Learn how money itself works, and one day, money will work for you." One afternoon, Vidura asked both fathers for advice. He wanted a new toy, something every child dreams of. Poor Dad looked at him kindly and said, "Save your pocket money until you can afford it. Be patient, Vidura." But Rich Dad looked him in the eye and asked, "Why don't you think of a way to make that toy by itself? Maybe you can start a small activity, earn something, and let money do the work." That was the first time Vidura realized the difference wasn't just about toys or money. It was about mindset. He saw Poor Dad working long hours, coming home tired, and still worrying about bills. Whenever he got a pay raise, new expenses seemed to follow. A bigger house, a new loan, more responsibilities. No matter how hard he worked, he was always waiting for the next paycheck. But Rich Dad was different. He spent his evenings studying investments, analyzing opportunities, and teaching Vidura how money could be multiplied. He didn't just earn, he built. He didn't just save, he invested. Two fathers, two voices, two roads. One teaching security, the other teaching freedom. Hashtag short meta. As Vidura grew, he carried both voices in his heart. One was the cautious whisper of Poor Dad, reminding him to play safe. The other was the bold encouragement of Rich Dad, challenging him to think bigger, to step out of the rat race, and to make money his servant instead of his master. And young Vidura realized something powerful. The way you think about money decides whether you remain trapped or rise to freedom. At the end of the day, Vidura knew the choice was his. So I ask you, if you too had two fathers teaching you opposite lessons, which one would you follow? Which voice would you listen to?
If this story moved you, shift gears with us. Like, share, and subscribe. The journey continues on Mayur Maruthi.